stop doing what you think works. If you want women to melt for you, you've been doing it all wrong. Today, we're uncovering the 6 game-changing habits that will make women absolutely swoon. Trust me, these aren't your typical tips, they're the secrets that no one else is talking about. You see, the problem is that most advice out there is either outdated or just flat out wrong. It's time to ditch the cliches and dive into the real strategies that work. So buckle up, because what you're about to learn will change the way you interact with women forever. Whether you're single, dating, or even in a relationship, these habits will transform the way women perceive you. And believe me, when you get this right, you'll notice the difference almost immediately. Segment 1. The power of silence. Let's kick things off with something that might catch you off guard: the power of silence. Yup, you heard that right. In a world where everyone's trying to outtalk each other, knowing when to keep quiet can be your secret weapon. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who's completely comfortable with silence? It's rare, and that's exactly why it's so powerful. Most guys, when they're nervous, fill every single moment with words. They think that by talking more, they'll impress more. But the reality, it's often the opposite. When you're constantly talking, it can come across as insecure or even desperate. On the flip side, when you're okay with letting a conversation breathe, it shows confidence. It shows that you're not afraid of the quiet and that you're comfortable in your own skin. Imagine this scenario: you're on a date and there's a natural pause in the conversation. Instead of rushing to fill the space with small talk, you simply smile and take a sip of your drink. You give her time to think, to reflect on what's been said. That pause can be incredibly powerful. It's in those moments of silence that the real connection happens. She starts to wonder what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and that curiosity works in your favor. Now, I'm not saying you should go mute, far from it. It's about finding that balance. Engage in the conversation, be present, but don't feel the need to fill every second with words. Sometimes less is more. Silence, when used correctly, can create a sense of mystery and depth, making you far more intriguing. Trust me, once you master the art of silence, you'll notice how much more magnetic you become. Segment 2, the eye contact hack. Now, let's talk about eye contact. You've probably heard that eye contact is important, but let me tell you, it's not just important, it's essential. And not just any eye contact will do. We're talking about the 3-second rule here, a game changer when it comes to creating a connection. So what's the deal with the 3-second rule? It's simple. When you're talking to a woman, make eye contact and hold it for 3 seconds. Not 1 second, not 2, but 3. This is just long enough to establish a connection without making things uncomfortable. It shows that you're confident, that you're paying attention, and that you're genuinely interested in what she's saying. But here's the thing: don't stare. There's a fine line between making good eye contact and creeping someone out. After those 3 seconds, break eye contact, look away briefly, then come back. This creates a natural flow and keeps the interaction comfortable. Eye contact is one of those nonverbal cues that speaks volumes without you even realizing it. When you lock eyes with someone, you're telling them that they have your full attention. And in today's world, where distractions are everywhere, that's incredibly powerful. It's like saying, "I see you, and I'm interested in what you have to say." Women pick up on this, and it makes them feel valued. Another tip: don't just make eye contact when she's talking, do it when you're talking too. This shows that you're not just saying things for the sake of it, you're communicating with her directly. It's a subtle way to build rapport and create a deeper connection. So the next time you're in a conversation, remember the 3-second rule and watch how it transforms the way she interacts with you. Segment 3, the mystery factor. The next up is a concept that's as old as time but just as effective today: the power of mystery. Ever notice how the most interesting people you meet are the ones who leave you wanting more? They don't lay all their cards on the table right away. Instead, they reveal just enough to keep you intrigued. And that's exactly what you should be doing. When you're talking to a woman, don't feel like you need to tell her everything about yourself all at once. In fact, holding back some details can make you much more intriguing. Think of it like this: you're writing a story and she's the reader. If you give away the ending in the first chapter, there's no reason to keep reading. But if you drop hints, tease upcoming plot twists, and keep her guessing, she'll be hooked. Let's break this down a bit. Say she asks you about your job. Instead of giving a long, detailed explanation, give her a teaser. Say something like, "It's a bit complicated, but I love what I do. Maybe I'll tell you more about it over dinner sometime." Boom, you've created curiosity. Now she's wondering what you do, why you love it, and when she'll get to hear the full story. This doesn't mean you should be evasive or play games. That's not the point. The goal is to create a sense of intrigue, to make her want to know more about you. And it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. A slight smile, a raised eyebrow, a pause before you answer, all these little things contribute to the mystery. Remember, attraction isn't just about looks or even what you say, it's about how you make someone feel. And when you're a bit mysterious, you make her feel curious, excited, and eager to learn more. That's a powerful combination. So next time you're in a conversation, think about what you're revealing and what you're holding back. A little mystery goes a long way. Segment 4, genuine compliments that hit differently. All right, let's talk about compliments. But not just any compliments, I'm talking about the kind that hit differently, because they're unexpected and genuine. We all know the standard lines, "You're beautiful," "You look great," and so on. While there's nothing wrong with these, they're a bit overused. If you want to stand out, you need to dig a little deeper. Here's the secret: the most impactful compliments are the ones that show you're truly paying attention. They're the ones that are specific and personal, something that not every guy would notice. For example, instead of saying, "You look nice tonight," try something like, "I love how passionate you are when you talk about your favorite books. It was really inspiring." See the difference? One is generic, the other is unique and shows that you're actually listening. Women are used to receiving surface-level compliments, so when you give them something that goes beyond the obvious, it catches them off guard in a good way. It shows that you're not just focusing on her looks, but on who she is as a person. And that, my friends, was incredibly attractive. Another tip: compliment her on things that she has control over, not just things she was born with. Compliment her style, her taste in music, or the way she handled the tricky situation. These are things that reflect her personality and choices, which makes the compliment feel more genuine. And here's the thing: don't overdo it. One or two well-placed compliments in a conversation are far more effective than showering her with praise. Too many compliments can feel insincere or even make her uncomfortable. But when you get it right, a single compliment can leave a lasting impression. So, the next time you're with a woman, really pay attention. Look for the little things that make her unique and let her know that you noticed. It's these thoughtful, specific compliments that will set you apart from the crowd and make her remember you long after the conversation is over. Segment 5, the art of listening and responding. Now let's dive into something that's often overlooked but absolutely crucial: the art of listening. And I'm not just talking about nodding along while she talks. I mean really listening, engaging with what she's saying and responding in a way that shows you're genuinely interested. Here's the deal: most people are so focused on what they're going to say next that they don't really listen to what the other person is saying. But when you truly listen, you pick up on things that others miss, the details, the emotions behind the words, the things that matter to her. And when you respond to those things, it shows that you care about more than just the surface-full conversation. Let me give you an example. Let's say she's telling you about her day at work, and she mentions that she had a challenging meeting. Most guys would just nod and move on to the next topic, but if you're really listening, you might say something like, "That sounds tough. How did you handle it?" This shows that you're not just hearing her words, but you're interested in her experience and how she felt about it. When you ask thoughtful questions and share your own experiences in response, it creates a deeper connection. It turns a casual conversation into something more meaningful. And trust me, women notice this. They notice when a guy is genuinely interested in what they have to say, and it's a huge turn on. Another tip: don't just listen to the words, pay attention to the tone, the body language, the pauses. Sometimes what's not being said is just as important as what is. Maybe she's talking about something she's excited about, but you can tell there's a bit of doubt in her voice. Picking up on these subtle cues allows you to respond in a way that's more attuned to her feelings. And remember, listening isn't just about the serious stuff. It's also about having fun, laughing together, and enjoying the conversation. When you're truly engaged, the conversation flows naturally, and that's when the magic happens. So, the next time you're in a conversation, make a conscious effort to really listen. It might seem like a small thing, but it's one of the most powerful tools you have for building attraction. Segment 6, confident body language. And finally, let's talk about body language, the silent communicator that says more about you than words ever could. Confident body language is key to making a strong impression, and it's something that you can start working on right away. First off, let's talk about posture. How you stand and sit can completely change the way you're perceived. When you slouch or hunch over, it sends a message that you're not confident, that you're trying to make yourself smaller. But when you stand tall, shoulders back, chow to you exude a confidence. It's a simple change, but it makes a huge difference. Next, think about how you move. Confident people don't rush. They move with purpose, with a calm and controlled energy. Whether you're walking into a room or reaching for your drink, do it with intention. This doesn't mean you need to move in slow motion, but avoid fidgeting, tapping your foot, or any other nervous habits. These small movements can give away your nerves, while deliberate, purposeful movements convey confidence and control. Another key aspect of body language is how you use your hands. When you're talking, use your hands to emphasize your points, but don't overdo it. Too much hand movement can be distracting, while too little can make you seem stiff or uncomfortable. Find that sweet spot where your gestures feel natural and complement what you're saying. And let's not forget about the importance of personal space. Confident people are comfortable with their space and respect others. When you're talking to a woman, don't crowd her. Give her room to breathe, but also be aware of the distance. Too far away can feel disconnected, while too close can feel invasive. Finding that perfect balance shows that you're confident and respectful. Lastly, the smile. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's often underestimated. A genuine smile can put at ease and make you more approachable. But here's the thing, don't fake it. People can spot a fake smile a mile away. Instead, think about something that makes you happy and let that feeling come through. A real warm smile is contagious and can make the entire interaction more enjoyable for both of you. So, to sum it up, stand tall, move with purpose, use your hands wisely, respect personal space, and smile genuinely. These are the keys to confident body language that will not only make you more attractive, but will also make you feel more confident. And when you feel confident, that's when you're truly magnetic. So here you have it, the 6 habits that will have women melting for you. Remember, it's not about trying too hard or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about refining these simple habits that make you stand out effortlessly. Now, what do you think? Have you been guilty of missing the mark on any of these? Drop a comment below and let's chat about it. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more game-changing insights. Also, share this video with a friend who could use a little boost in his dating game. You might just change his life.